Welcome to Artistic Chinook channel, where we are learning the complete ISTQB Foundation Level New Syllabus 2020 in an easy and simple way and can clear the exam without any difficulties. In our previous video, we have learnt about why is testing necessary, and now in this video, that is tutorial 8, we are going to discuss about how testing contributes in success. Testing contribution can be seen in each and every phase when a software is being developed. Till today, we have seen many software products that have released into the market or have given to the customers for use, but sometimes due to presence of defects that may or may not cause failures. Even sometimes the built software doesn't fulfill the stakeholders' needs or the requirements given by the customer. So, if we perform testing with best selected techniques, or if we apply the most appropriate test expertise level with proper test level in the STLC, that is Software Testing Life Cycle, can help to reduce the occurrence of such issues. Now, let us understand what independent testing means. The mindset which we need for testing and reviewing is quite different from the one we need to analyze and develop. By this, we mean that if we are building something like a software or in general any product, we need to work positively so that we can build a product and to solve problems in the design and to release a product that meets some needs. However, when we test or review a product or a software, we are looking for the defects by trying to break the code or trying to find the loopholes that can create failure in the product and thus are critical for it. So, it is with software testing. Building the software requires a different mindset from the testing the software. This degree of independence avoids author bias and is often more effective at finding defects and failures. There are several levels of independence for testing. Let us discuss them by arranging it from lowest to highest level of independence. Let us understand the level of independence from the requirement stage till the code is developed or the software is developed. So the first level of independence is testers involved in requirements reviews or user story refinements. This means when testers are involved in requirements reviews or user story refinement could detect defect in these work products. As we know, if the defects are removed from the requirements, the risk of incorrect or untestable functionalities will be reduced from being developed. So the next level is testers work closely with system designers. When testers works with the designers while the system is being designed, helps to increase the understanding of the system for both testers and designers. S helps designer in designing the system and helps the tester in understanding how to test it. So, as a result, this increased understanding of the design will definitely reduces the risk of any fundamental design defects, and it also enables tests to be identified at a very early stage. The next level of independence is testers work closely with developers. Yes, if the testers work along with the developers, then both parties' understanding of the code and how to test it will increase and can be performed in the most appropriate way. When testing and development both are performed in its best way, due to these increased understanding can reduce the risk of defects within the code and the test. So now let us discuss the next level of independence, that is testers verify and validate the software prior to release. So this independence comes when the code is already developed by the developers. Now the code is ready to release. So prior to release the software in the market, the testers verify and validate the software. So once the code is developed, then to verify and validate software by testers before releasing it to the market can detect the failures. If testing not done at this stage or testers are not involved once the software is developed, there may be some missed failures in the software. With this, the likelihood that is software that meets stakeholders' need and requirements are also increased. Now let's summarize all the independence level of testing. So the first phase, that is the requirement phase. So the requirements, where the requirement of the product being developed is discussed or is built. So if the testers are involved in this stage, it could detect defects in work products. So with this, it reduces the risk of incorrect or untestable functionality being developed. Now comes to the designing phase. When testers work closely with the system designers, this increases each party's understanding of the design and how to test it. Also reduces the risk of fundamental design defects. The third phase is the development phase. When testers work closely with developers while the code is under development, this increases each party's understanding of the code and how to test it. Also reduces the risk of defect within the code and the test. The last phase for independence is once the code is ready. Tester verifies and validates the software prior to release. Detect failures that might otherwise have been missed. Increases the likelihood that the software meets stakeholder needs and satisfies requirements. Here we have completed this topic, and now we are aware of why testing is necessary and how involvement of testers at different phases can contribute in success of a software. In our next video of this series, we are going to discuss the next subtopic, that is quality management. See you there. Please give this video a like and subscribe my channel Artistic Chinook for more videos. Thank you for learning with me, and keep learning more and more.